everyone, we are back from Mastardi, and I decided it's really super windy. I took a little bit of a break, changed some clothes, but I really wanted to do something today. So I went out and picked some greenery and some more flowers. I did plan to do an arrangement today anyway, or this weekend anyway. So I had conditioned some daffodils. If you're not aware of this, so daffodils emit a toxin that is detrimental to other flowers when you put them in a vase with other flowers. So it's best to pull the daffodil instead of cutting it. I mentioned this in another flower arrangement video, but for those who didn't see that, it's better to pull the daffodil than cut it because the sappiness gets on your snips or secateurs, and then soak them in cold water for at least 6 hours to condition them, and that allows that toxic sap to drain into that water source, and then you're able to put them in water with other flowers after that. So I have conditioned my daffodils. I did some tete-a-tetes, and I did some of the mixed daffodils that I have in the border. And then I cut some greenery today. So I have some honeysuckle, some privet, and some abelia that I'm going to mix with it and try to get a flower arrangement out of this. So I might not have picked enough, but we'll see what we can get. So anyway, I'm just going to let the camera run and we'll just go to it. Some leucogems as well, and I will keep this on the dining room table. I tried to keep it in my office, and where I put it is right below the air conditioning, and it dried out. I did not like that at all, so I'm going to keep it here in the dining room. And this is what we have. And then I'm going to do a smaller one for my kitchen, using the tete-a-tete daffodils and some of the blue and white squill and some grape hyacinths. Full disclosure, I tried to do this outside and it is so windy that I had to bring everything in. So some of these have been pre-cut from when I attempted to do this outside and everything blew over. I knew then it was I needed to come inside. There we go. This is for the kitchen. So 2 floral arrangements on a very windy day. On the dining room table and kitchen sink area. Hi everyone, it is the next day. The sun is out and it's still a bit breezy, still a little cool. It's going to be warming up into the 50s, and it's going to feel like it's into the 50s, so I'm probably going to be changing hats and shedding layers throughout the day. But anyway, I wanted to show you what we got from our haul yesterday, and also the plants that were delivered that came delivered through the Tree Center and Bluestone Perennials. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we will see what we got. So it is again around noon time, so I'm going to try to not have my shadow in everything. Some of these items we got I ordered from Bloombox. Whoops, that's where the sun is. I ordered from Bloombox, and you've seen these before. So these are the raspberry plants that I hope to get in the ground today. These right here are the roses. So I have 2 roses that I got from Heirloom Roses. They sell own root roses, which is an important thing because if something happens to the top of the rose, if it is not an own root rose, when it comes back, it might not come back true to variety. There's also a train happening at the same time here, so hopefully we can get this in between train whistles. So it might not come back true to variety if it is not an own root rose. So this rose is a David Austin. I'll show you the tag. It's a David Austin rose called the Pilgrim, and it is a yellow climbing rose. I'll throw a picture of it. And I plan to put it on the back fence in the orchard area to kind of cover the fence on the property line. I think that would be really pretty to have that going across. And then once again, I can see that through my office window. So it'll be something nice to look at during the day while I'm not actually in the garden. And then this rose is called Living Easy, and it is a shrub rose. It is very thorny. It's been known to be very thorny, but it has the most amazing iridescent orange flowers on it. When I look at the pictures of it, it actually makes my mouth water. It gives me shivers. The color is so pretty, so I hope that in real life it actually is as beautiful as the colors in the picture. So I'll throw a picture of that up as well. In the front yard, I'm thinking I want to do have that front border be like a warmer based border, since the house is white and the roof is red, but to kind of accentuate that. And I think the paler tones would kind of wash out up against the white house, especially after I get it painted and power washed. So here is what we got. I'm going to push this box over. From Mastardi yesterday. The people there are so very nice. And again, if you're in that local area, please stop by, give them a shout, see what they have to offer. So we got some catmint, cat's pajamas catmint. I'm actually going to put this in, I kind of decided I'm going to put it in the flower beds at the back of the house here, or at the back deck steps, along with these sempervivums that I think are just absolutely beautiful. I got this as a backup lavender for my poor lavender that's struggling a little bit. And this is it's the fire alarm heuchera that I got to put in the front flower bed. I think it will go well with the paprika one and kind of balance out that bed, especially with that blank spot. I ended up getting a Candidese grapevine, so I'm excited to do that. I'm going to have to put up some wiring so that I can tie it in to the trellis, the grape arbor. And here from the Tree Center, I got 2 gardenia. Well, it's the same gardenia, but I got 2 of them for the front flower bed. I'm going to put some white and a little bit of blue in to kind of soften the hot colors in the front bed, so it's not too overwhelming. But I think this will balance this out, especially up against the dark green foliage. So these are frost-proof gardenias. So I got 2 of those for the front bed. So this is the haul. This box and the grapevine are the plants that I got from Astardi. I'll show you the other things I got in a minute. After I show you this box here. So I may or may not have gone on a plant buying spree over the winter from Bluestone Perennials. So I learned about Bluestone Perennials during the pandemic because they deliver plants. Their packaging is really good. They deliver plants in the compostable pots, 4-inch pots. So I will pull these out, and they have their own little sleeves, which is nice. I'm gonna put them back in the sleeves, back in the box. It's easy to water them. I found it's easy to water them if they're all in the same area, especially until I get them planted. So in May, may not have done a bit of shopping. Okay, so let me pull out the invoice here, and we will talk about what we got. We have 3 agapanthus Galaxy Blue, so I'm going to put them in, which are in here. Turn around, face front. Which are in here. So I'm going to place these in the orchard bed to replace the big blue liriope that we dug out. And hopefully the wind is not too much for you guys. We're trying to shelter the phone. We also got, I have one Agastaki Paquito Orange to replace the one in the fenced-in flower bed that died right here. I got a Carex to go in the woodland area. I think that would be very pretty, bright pop of color. I got 2 Dianthus called Constant Beauty Pink, and this is going in the flower bed. These are right here. They're going in the flower bed at the deck steps, 1 in each side. I got 2 Azure Rush hardy geraniums, which are here, and these are to replace the ones that the squirrels ate. So hoping for better luck this time. And I got 2 Heuchera Electra, which is 1 here and 1 here. And I thought this would be pretty back in the back flower bed that has the osmanthus and the big blue liriope back in the back corner. I think that would brighten up that corner a bit. And I got 2 Rudbeckia, which are here and here. 2 Rudbeckia Cherry Brandy, which is a dark black-eyed Susan or Rudbeckia that I think will come out in the fall and be very beautiful. So I want to put it in the fenced-in garden area, but I'm thinking maybe because it has those darker tones to have it out in the front flower bed, possibly. That might be good because it might go with those colors for the fall. And I got 3 Veronica. Where am I, Veronica? Here. 3 Veronica Longifolia First Glory. So the reason why I got the Veronica was because I thought I'm going to turn the camera around. So I got the Veronica to replace my little Henry agapanthus that's in the orchard bed. So it's a shorter version of agapanthus, and I thought it wasn't going to come back. It's my first time with agapanthus. There's actually a lot of plants in the garden that is my first time with, and a lot that haven't bloomed yet, so it's going to be kind of an exciting reveal to see what happens this year. Nonetheless, I got it because I thought it wasn't coming back, but now I can see that it is coming back. So I might take those 3 Veronica, and I was thinking about putting them in the front flower bed to, like I said, to add some blues to cool down the warm tones a little bit. But also, I'm thinking that I might put it in the orchard bed here because I have Amsonia, which is blue, that comes in the spring, but the Veronica is going to come a little bit later, so I might put them in there to transition from the Amsonia to continue to have a blue color in the flower bed here. So I think I'm going to go with that strategy, and I think that would be best to do that. So, and then maybe pick up something else that's blue, maybe a little paler blue to soften up the front flower bed. So I think I might do that. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the other non-plant things that we got from our haul from Mustardi's yesterday. I picked up some more plant tone, which is kind of like the one for all fertilizer in the tone family. If you don't know what to use, the plant tone is kind of like the universal of the tones. I picked up some more holly tone, and like I was showing you in the video, I didn't get berry tone because you can use the holly tone on the berries. I also got some rose tone. It didn't seem like any of the others other than having the generic tone would be good for roses, so I just wanted to make sure, since I have so many more in the garden now, to actually get rose tone for that. So these are old, not old, but I've had them before. I'm going to use them today to do some fertilizing. I got some twine, because you always need twine, and it's natural, so if it fades away, it'll decompose, and that'll be good for the garden. I got 2 black bags of potting soil that I'm going to use for the raspberry plants. When we're to add soil to the raspberry plant. I meant to get some horticultural grit, and I forgot, but I do have some perlite, so I might put some of that in there, mix that in there, so it make sure it has good drainage and the roots don't sit and rot. And I also picked up a new pair of garden gloves. So I still want to use my trusty dusties for definitely the harder tasks. My trusty dusties. These have been great. I've had these for like 15 years. I love them. But I do want something smaller, like finer, so I can feel when I'm doing some more finer tasks and not going in with brute strength, to be able to have some gloves for that, like harvesting flowers and things like that. So anyway, that is what we got from Mustardi and from Bloombox and Heirloom Roses and the Tree Center and Bluestone Perennials. So this is all that we have, and all this needs to go in the ground, and that is where the fun begins. Okay, everyone, that is going to be it for this video. I realized that I forgot to put an ending on it, so here I am filming my outro for this video. So I hope you enjoyed all the plants. I'm looking forward to getting them in the ground. If you have any favorites, please let me know. If you have any favorite plants in your garden, please let me know. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and thank you so much for all of your likes and your shares and your subscriptions and comments so far. So I'm really enjoying this community, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.